Vandeham Shri Guru.
The following is a Darshan with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 3rd of December 1976 in Hyderabad, India.
Proper rainfall, and if there is proper rainfall, then you get sufficient food grains, not only food grains, other things also. Sarva dugha mahi, sarvakama dugha mahi. From the earth, you can get all the necessities of life. Actually, you are getting food grains, minerals, trees, fruits, flowers, everything from the earth. Sarva dugha, sarvakama dugha mahi. This mahi, when it is soaked with proper rain, it becomes fertile. Therefore, we have to depend on the rainfall. There is one verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, Kamam Bavarsa Parjanya. Parjanya means rainfall. Rainfall means it is supplying all the necessities of life. And this rainfall will be easy when there is yoga. And nobody is performing yoga. Therefore nowadays rainfall is scarcity. In Europe recently I have seen there is no rainfall, whole Europe. It is in the verge of drying everything. But this punishment will come in this Kali Yuga. There will be rainfall and there will be not sufficient food supply, and the government will simply levy taxes on different places, and people will be so much embarrassed that they will give up their hearth and home and flee away to the forest. It is taken. Therefore, we must perform yoga. That is very easy in this age. Yogai sankirtanai prai jajanti sumeras. You cannot perform the formal yoga by sacrifice tons of ghee and grains, because you have no sufficient food grains in. But still, it would chant this Sankirtan, that is yoga. Therefore, you must take to Sankirtan. Jagai Sankirtanai prai jajanti sumeras. It is very easy. The duty of human being, pranay with life, of faith, with money, dhiya, with intelligence, and bhasha, by words. If one sacrifices his life for Krishna's cause, then it is first class. If he cannot sacrifice his life for Krishna, he can contribute his hard-earned money for Krishna. If he cannot do so, if he has no money, he can give some intelligence. If he is not intelligent, then he can give some words. Just like we are doing preaching. We are preaching Krishnastu Bhagavan Sam. So without any jugglery of words, we present to the people that here is Bhagavan, Krishnastu Bhagavan Sam. So giving some words, sacrificing some words. Not that every one of us is very highly educated or very rich. Still, if we carry the words of Krishna, as Krishna says, Matta Paradharam Nanya Kinchijasti Dhananjaya. So we have to carry this word. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. Where is it divided? It is authorized, Krishna says, and we simply carry the words. So where is divided? So simply by carrying these words, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, He wants that you surrender unto Him. So, any child can carry these words. Any policeman can carry these words. And if you do that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, then you become Guru. Simply by carrying these words. Amar Aggai Guru Haiya Taro Ei Desh. Even in your village, in your home, you can say to your wife, to your children, they will accept you. That Krishna is the Supreme Personality. Then you become Guru at home. Where is the difficulty? Is there any difficulty? The people will not do that. This truth, they will not say. What is the reason? Say, what is the reason? Why they do not carry this message? Simply to say, everyone, whomever you meet, you are meeting daily with your wife, your children, your friends. If you simply do this missionary work and say that Krishna is the Supreme Person, then you become a great devotee, you become a Guru. Why people do not do it? It is not a very difficult task. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. He said that by my order, you become a Guru. Indians especially are advised to become Guru. Because Indians, however fallen they may be, they still have respect for Krishna. Every home they perform Krishna's Janmashtami. Therefore, Indians are fortunate. They recognize Krishna. Now, to become a little more advanced, let them act as Krishna's servant. Krishna came to speak this truth that I am the Supreme. Matta Parataram Nanyam Kinchidasti Dhananjaya Sarvadharman Paritajya Mamekam Saranam. He appeared to speak this philosophy. And if you do the same word. That Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. When you are serving the mission of Krishna, great service to Krishna, the words for which he appeared on this earth, if you simply carry these words door to door, village to village, man to man, then you become a guru. A real guru. Not to pose yourself a guru without any knowledge of Krishna. That is cheating. And to accept and understand Krishna as the Supreme thoroughly and preach these words that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God is the supreme success of life. What is the difficulty? Is there any difficulty? Why don't you do that? I have to bring all these young men from Europe and America to speak to you this truth. Why our young men is not coming to speak this truth? What is the difficulty? That means willfully they are denying the success of life. Willfully. Then what can be done? If somebody willfully commits suicide, who can save it? This is our position at the present moment. Narottam Das Thakur sings, Janiya Suniya Visho Khaini. I have drunk poison knowingly. So if somebody knowingly drinks poison, then who can save him? So we are doing that. Without preaching the gospel of Krishna consciousness, we are drinking poison willfully. This is our position. Hari Hari Bi Phale Janama Goain. Manusya Janama Paiya. Radha Krishna Na Bhajiya. Janiya Suniya Visha Khai. Narottam Das Thakur regrets, my God, I have lost or I have wasted my valuable life as human being by not accepting Krishna consciousness. Hari Hari Bifale Janama. Manusya Janama Paiya. I got this opportunity of human life, but I could not worship Radha Krishna. Therefore, voluntarily, willingly, I have drunk poison. Janiya Suniya Visha Khai. Golokera Premodhana Harinama Sankirtana Rutina Janmila Kanota. This transcendental Hare Krishna mantra, it is not ordinary vibration. This vibration is coming from the spiritual world. But I have no attraction. Hare Krishna.
I can't very
Oh, you have taken so much trouble. Prasad, can give it to him. A very big plot of farm. What is the name of that? Lecture. Lecture. So, we want so many men to live there. nicely, to eat sumptuously, and preach this Krishna consciousness. I have seen while coming from Vrindavan to Delhi, hundreds and thousands of young men, they are going to the factories and cycle, coming from distant place, at least 20 miles, 25 miles. And it takes 2 hours to reach the factory, or more than that. And where he works hard, 8 hours. And then again goes back, 2 hours, 3 hours and cycle. I do not know what kind of rest it takes. This is life. And if we request this young man that he come here, he live here comfortably, to eat here sumptuously, and chant Hare Krishna, let's see how unfortunate we are. Mandas manda masayo manda bhagya ubodhuta. This is Kali. All bad men, unfortunate and disturbed. This is the case. They work so hard in daily passenger trains, Calcutta, Bombay, I've seen. They were actually hanging. And some of them are falling down, lost life. And coming from 100 miles away. But still if you ask him, that you come here, live with us, chant Hare Krishna. Even with your family, you can come. We are doing that at Mayapur. How strong sense gratification propensity is. This is position of Kali Yuga. They are making propaganda, roti, kapra, makan. So we are giving, come on, roti, makan. Kapra, you chant Hare Krishna. Look, I want wine, I want meat, I want randi. Simply they say roti, kapra, makan. But no, they want wine, and sense pleasure. Roti, kapra, makan is not difficult, you can get. But they want something more. See how many advertisements of selling wine in your Hyderabad.
Even the poorest of men, just like when we were before, when this temple wasn't here and we were chopping away at the rocks and the foundation, we were paying 20 rupees a day for those men, and then we were told that 10 rupees every day would go for wine for those same men. 10 rupees out of the 20. They would immediately spend to drink. Even poor people, there's so many of them.
And because you're trying to stop this thing in Europe and America, there is agitation that these people are propagating brainwash. How is that? A man who is not drink. This is brainwash. He was paying 10 rupees out of 20 rupees.
Yes, we were told like that they would take their 20 rupees pay, and then they would go and spend 10 rupees on alcohol, drinking, toddy. I was in, last time at the festival in Mayapur, I was riding from Mayapur to Calcutta. And so one man was saying that, fish 50 paise a kg, how much are potatoes, I asked. So even their hard-earned money, so much more they spend just to eat meat, to enjoy their senses. And it's not even, doesn't make sense in any way.
And that also, they cannot live or meat, they must have vegetable. Without vegetable, simple meat eating will not help. পিশাচি পাইলে যেন মতিচ্ছন্ন হয়, মায়াগ্রস্ত জীবের সেই দশা উপরে. Just like a man, when he is haunted by a ghost, he speaks nonsense, he does nonsense. Similarly, when one is absorbed, overwhelmed by Maya, he speaks like that, he talks like that, he acts like that. Scientists manufacture, they're very Maya, proud of becoming scientists. Such nice flower, can anyone manufacture? And still the rascal, they say there is no God. What do you think? How do they say there is no God? These rascals. What is the reason?
Actually, I think they're all misers. They're also misers. They want to enjoy.
No, miser, I say rascals. Fools and rascals. That's all. That is their real position. Mudha. Mudha, this very word is used in the Bible. Mudha. Mudha means rascal, ass. Asses. Anyone who denies the existence of God, he is Mudha, ass. He is not human being. If you are intelligent enough, by seeing this flower, you must admit there is God. Mura nadi janati mame paramambhayam. I know this word. Mura nadi janati mame paramambhayam. Mura rascals, they cannot understand that I am behind everything. Who has manufactured this flower?
God.
Very good. Thank you. He is intelligent. And the rascal will say, there is no God. Mura. Na bijana. Maame papu. Are you there? Please. What is that verse? I am very pleased that he has immediately answered the right thing. This is intelligence. Yes, very good.
I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. To them, I am covered by my...
Here is intelligence. This boy has got intelligence. Therefore, he can see behind this flower there is God. Immediately. That is intelligence. He is not seeing God, but he is seeing God. God is not present face to face, but it doesn't matter. Just like the Prime Minister of our country, she may not be present here, but that does not mean that she is not there. She is there. If these rascals say, can you show me God? How can you see it? By intelligence. In fact, this fan is running. The powerhouse is not here. But intelligent man will understand that there is electric powerhouse. From where the electricity is, energy is supplied, and therefore the fan is running. By the running of this fan, one can understand that there is a big powerhouse and there is an electric engineer there who is conducting the business. That is sufficient to see the running of the fan. That is intelligence. And if somebody says, no, the fan is running automatically, that is not possible. You are experiencing every moment. As soon as the electric energy stops, the fan is stopped. The room is dark. So there is powerhouse behind this electric energy, and the powerhouse is being managed by one engineer. This is natural conclusion. And Krishna says, Maya dhakshena prakriti suyate sachalacharam. Under my supervision, the material nature is working. Find out these words. Maya dhakshena prakriti suyate sachalacharam. Hetunane kaunteya galadvim parivartiti.
Maya dhakshena prakriti suyate sachalacharam. Hetunane kaunteya galadvim parivartiti. This material nature is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, and it is producing all moving and unmoving beings. By its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. It is clearly stated here that the Supreme Lord, although aloof from all the activities of the material world, remains the Supreme Director. The Supreme Lord is the supreme will and the background of this material manifestation.
Modern scientists, their first business is to deny that supreme. Very modern. It is a curse for the scientists if they talk of God. Amongst the scientists, this is an etiquette not to talk of God. Everything science. Means everything nonsense. Passing on as scientists. Do you believe this?
Pardon?
The scientist position, denying God, do you think?
It's all changing. It's always changing now.
Huh?
They're confused. That's what I feel.
They feel great anxiety also to talk about God. And once, about 3 years ago, I had met one big scientist from University of Chicago. Just chance, there was one, my father had invited me back home for something. The scientist was there. And we got in a big discussion, him and his daughter. They were just saying, we don't see God. There's no evidence of God. And even logically, we could, show them. They still didn't want to accept. It was so obvious to them. Ultimately, they couldn't say anything.
What is their logic to deny God?
Not logic. They don't have any logic, and that's what. And ultimately, if we present our conclusions of Bhagavad Gita to them, they're silent. They can't say anything, but they still refuse. They don't accept it, but they can't deny it.
Dog obstinance. The dog, however you ask the dog to stop barking, it will go on barking. Dog obstinance.
But the management is being conducted by material nature. Krishna also states in Bhagavad Gita that of all the living entities in different forms and species, I am the Father. The Father gives seeds to the womb of the mother of the child. And similarly, the Supreme Lord, by his mere glance, subjects all the living entities to the womb of material nature. And they come out in their different forms and species, according to their last desires and activities. All these living entities, although born under the glance of the Supreme Lord, still take their different bodies according to their past deeds and desires. So the Lord is not directly attached to this material creation. He simply glances over material nature. Material nature is thus activated, and everything is created immediately. Because he glances over material nature, there is undoubtedly activity on the part of the Supreme Lord, but he has nothing to do with the manifestation of the material world correctly. This example is given in the Smriti. When there is a fragrant flower before someone, fragrance is touched by the smelling power of the person. Yet the smelling and the flower are detached from one another. There is a similar connection between the material world and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, he has nothing to do with his material world, but he creates by his glance and ordains. In summary, material nature without the superintendence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot do anything. Yet the Supreme Personality is detached from all material activity.
God is one. Others there. Just like President is one. Others are government servants. Similarly, God is one. There cannot be other God. Then he is not God.
When Krishna says in Gita, Vidyanam Shankaro Asmi.
Yes. Vidyanam Shankaro, that means that Shankara has got some godly power.
Suppose if someone worships, they are worshipper of Shiva,
but that is not God worship. That is Shiva worship. Why do you bring God worship?
What Lord Suri, will that go indirectly to Krishna?
No.
So not directly.
You can't go to Lord Shiva. Janti Deva Prata Deva. Yeah. Madhyajina Vijanti. There is this simple. You purchase ticket for Delhi, you can go to Delhi. Or you can go to Bombay.
But among the people there is a misconception.
Then people are rascals there for the Mura there.
They all
What value they have got? They are not value. That's all right, you can have respect for everyone, that is good. But it does not mean that by purchasing ticket for Delhi you go to Bombay. And it does not mean that because you do not go to Bombay, you have no respect for Delhi. That is not. But if you want to go to Delhi, you have purchased ticket for Delhi. If you want to go to Bombay, you must purchase a ticket for Bombay. Why do you speak nonsensically? Whatever ticket I purchase, I go to Bombay. This is nonsense. Don't take to this nonsense theory. That is Vivekananda theory. Whatever you do, it is all. Tasama Prabhupada. And that is not fact.
These are all paths lead to me. All paths lead to the Supreme.
How? Krishna says, Janti Deva Bhata Deva. How is nonsense that can say that everyone goes to God? This is nonsense. You don't go to Shiva, you can go to Indra, Chandra, there are so many planets and can go there. And that is reasonable. And how do you say that whatever ticket I purchase, I go to this?
They say that they're all the same.
That's nonsense. Mudha. That's it. They do not know what is God, what is demigod, what is Lord Shiva, what is Lord Vishnu, and Brahma. They do not know. If a woman says, everyone is my husband, then she is a prostitute. That's all. If chaste woman is no, that is one my husband. That's all. That is chaste. And if she is liberal, if she says, no, everyone is my husband, that means she is prostitute. She does not know what is the value of husband. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Kamasthastha hitam jnana jajanti anna devata. those who have adhered to other demigods, they have lost their intelligence. Without jnana. Rascal, really. Namaste without jnana. Jajanti and Nadiva. Antavatu phalamti sa. Tadu bhavati albumeva. Because they are rascals, they prefer like that. Public opinion will be taken or Krishna's opinion will be. Public is rascal. They can say all nonsense. That is not to be taken. We have to take that is Krishna consciousness movement. Or Krishna. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Krishna says, Namaste Vidam Jnana, Jajanti and Nadiva. But we cannot change our nature because the rascals are many. We cannot make that.
There is no medicine for mudas.
Yeah. There is medicine. There is beating with stools. That is Veda. Mukhasya laktosadi. Argumentum batula. You cannot mildly speak to the animals, my dear cow, my dear dog, please do not bark, do not go this way. No, you require lathi, stick, and they will hear. Can you stop dogs barking by simply request that you take this stick and beat it? You stop. Mukhasya laktosadi. So there is no king, there is no Kshatriya. Therefore these rascals are talking all nonsense. There is no shasan. This is king's duty to see that they are acting according to Shastra. There is no such thing. So everyone is acting whimsically, whatever he likes. And the so-called Swamis are preaching, no, whatever is like that all. You can eat whatever you like, you can do whatever you like. You think yourself that you are God. By thinking himself that he is God, he becomes God. It's going on, so many meditations. One is against this movement. Because you are presenting Krishna as a Supreme. I don't know what is duty. Duty is Sarvadharman Paritraja Mame Ekam Saranam. This is duty. Krishna never said, everything is all right. He says Sarvadharman Paritraja. Simply surrender. That is duty. Do not know what is duty. One is manufacturing duty. That is not duty. Duty is that which is ordered by the superior authority. You do this. So if he does that, that is discharge of duty. And if he manufactures his duty, that is not duty. That is concoction. So they are manufacturing duty. That is not duty. If the child manufactures his duty, then I shall play all day. This is my duty. Will the parents accept? There is a difficulty. That I was explaining. Ma'amem paparam, mura navijana. He does not know what is duty. Because he is a mura. If you say if he knows, but if he knows, but it is difficult to know what is duty. The muras, they cannot know what is duty. Therefore Krishna personally says, this is duty. Sarvadharman Paritraja Mame. This is duty.
Also the Paramahamsas never speak this.
The Paramahamsa may speak all nonsense, but Krishna is accepted by all the acharyas. Madhacharya, Ramanacharya, Limbacharya, Chaitanya. They are important men. Even parampara praptam, even Raja said. So we have to give out the instruction of the Acharya and exceptional respect. That we can. Acharya Upasana, Bhagavad Gita, the commandment. We should worship the Acharya, not these rascals who talks all nonsense. Then we make progress. Acharya Upasana. Is it not? Acharya Upasana. Still in India the Acharya Parampara system existed. Sampradaya, Ramanuja Sampradaya, Madhacharya. Going on.